Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have an awesome reading, Capricorn. Yes, we do, and let's get into it here, right? And so we start this reading, Capricorn, with this card here, and this is the Eight of Wands. And so these are the little gnomes. Yeah, they are. And, here's the old one. He's fallen off this bike, and the wand is stuck in the spokes. So this talks about accidente, or an accident, right? Because these are Italian, but, it shows the Spanish definitions. It does. And so this card talks about it's normal that something will happen because something will happen here because this wand is in the spoke of the wheel. So in other words, of course, this guy's going to fall down here and hurt himself because there's too many blockages here in somebody's situation. Yes, there are. So something's going to happen here. Like, it's inevitable, right? And then we have the truth. Yeah, somebody wants to speak the truth to you, Capricorn. Yes, this is La Verdad, right? Yeah, and he's singing the truth. Like, I really need to tell you something, right? Or to maybe tell somebody, but he's playing this little lute here, yeah, and he's singing to it. And here we have freedom. And this man here, this is what somebody wants to speak the truth about their freedom. Yeah, this is, if you're waiting for somebody, Capricorn, they're gonna fall off their bike and show up for you. It's kind of like, whatever they're dealing with is not meant for them to move forward, right? Of course not, because of, that card. But this freedom card, this is how I see it. The freedom card, he's sitting here eating this little chicken here, and he's sitting by himself, and he's happy. He had to put it on the barbecue, Capricorn, because, he left from wherever he is. This is his freedom, of course. And then we have this knave, or the fan. They have here, this is the page of swords, and this is fanaticism. And this really means that this person is thinking about you day or night, or you're thinking about them day and night. Let's see what it says about the page of swords. Yeah, okay, let's see what it says. And this is it says it is not good to struggle in battles, like in other people's battles, without asking yourself if they are really yours. And I feel like this person, this talks about somebody who realizes that wherever they're at, it's not my battle to fight. This is not my war, kind of, or not my battle. I feel like somebody here realizes that wherever they're at, they can't move forward, and their whole life is being blocked. And I feel like it is because somebody else kind of has problems or something, and like they're like, well, this is not my fault that they have these problems, and so I want my freedom, basically. Yeah, and so we also have pleasure. Yeah, and so he's sitting here, and he's, I'm not sure what he's doing, but it looks like he's kind of drinking in this cup, but maybe he's not. But it doesn't matter here. This is pleasure here. And what this really means is that somebody doesn't want to help somebody anymore. Not really help, but they don't want to be like codependent and fight somebody else's battles, whatever they are, And also we have simple ripples here. This talks about conditioning. Leave the conditioning behind. I feel like your person is somebody who, maybe it's you, Capricorn, but somebody here who has either in some type of relationship, codependent relationship, or they grew up with all these kind of maybe fanatic beliefs, possibly here. It's possible, right? But I feel like this person doesn't believe the way they used to believe at all. And so this talks about let the conditioning go. Like, what do you, like, let it go. Like, you were taught that, but, you can move on from it. It says, life is not a philosophy. It is not a problem, but a mystery. You must not live it following a scheme or conditioning. Yeah, your person has been conditioned, and they have this philosophy that they have to like stay with somebody who has issues, or that part is kind of unclear, or they have to stay in some codependent situation. We have anxiety, and then we have the rose and the sword. So let's see. We know what anxiety is. Here's instead of the monkey on the back, we have the tiger on her face. Yeah. And let's see what it says about the rose and the sword. Let's see what it says here. And this talks about feminine, divine feminine feelings with the rose, and the sword is the divine masculine. And this talks about basically blending the two. He's holding the baby and holding the sword at the same time. That's his son or his daughter, right? But this talks about, like the rose and the sword, like using the divine feminine energy and the divine masculine. In other words, I'm intuitive. I understand here. My feelings, I'm listening to my feelings. I'm very intuitive now. And there's some spirituality here, for sure there is. That somebody has gone through this awakening and realizes that they're living, in a very conditioned life that somebody else has maybe set out for them, right? Yeah, for sure. And now with the sword, when you have the sword and the rose, this is when you have all the power. Yeah, the rose and the sword. Yeah, and this is Osho who said this, but this, who kind of wrote about this, right? And it talks about to be complete and whole, a man and a woman must have all the qualities. Both must be soft like a rose petal and hard like a sword blade. This should depend on the situation. If the situation needs a sword, you have to be ready. If the situation requires you to be a rose petal, you must be ready. Yeah, and that's what this person has gained, a Capricorn. This person is awakened. So, if you're waiting for them to show up for you, then, good. Come on down, right? You might be too. And let's see what else we have here. Excuse me. Yeah. And today, Capricorn, we are using the Housewife's deck because you didn't clean your room. Just kidding. But no, we're using the Housewife's deck, and you don't have to be married or be a housewife. Let's see what we have. Let's get a few shuffles in for Capricorn. And I hope you guys are all well, right? And this is a deep reading, as you can tell. For sure it is. This accident card as the first card, Capricorn, it's like this is inevitable that this would happen because this is a dysfunctional situation. The guy's trying to ride the bike and he put the wand, or somebody put the wand here in the spokes. It's a unicycle. He can't even go by himself, right? With this one wheel, but it is a very, kind of a solo bike. Yeah, it is. But not two people can't ride that. This person knows that they are being blocked for their future and their life by this conditioning and maybe by some type of a relationship they're in. The bottom of the deck is the Emperor, Capricorn. And the Emperor is a father usually, in this deck especially. Let's see what else we have. And maybe your person cooks, right? And maybe they use all these canned foods and tell them not to cook for me, please. Let's see what else we have. We have the Six of Cups. This is your twin flame from the past. This is nostalgic feelings. And the Seven of Cups is here. And this is trying to make a careful choice here. And the Four of Swords is to revitalize. And she's wearing the mask, the avocado mask with these cucumbers on her eyes. And, she's there doing it all, Capricorn. So this talks about like revitalizing. That's what this person wants to do. But it's not just to revitalize like you and them. It's to revitalize their whole life. Yeah, it is. And that's what's going on in here with this reading. Yeah, ain't nothing going on but the truth in this reading. I don't know who sings that song. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. I think she's talking about her broke boyfriend, right? And she's like, you better get the step in here because you don't want to pay, then it's time for you to go, right? Yeah, you don't have rent money. And the death card's at the bottom of the deck. And this is everything expires. Yeah. And they're showing, of course, this is a jar of mayonnaise and the lid is off and it says real salmonella. There's a relationship that has spoiled. That's what this is about. Right? Unless Capricorn, you left the lid off and all that GMO soybean oil has, has rotted. Let's see what we have, Capricorn. You could be saying what? I feel all the health nuts exactly know what I'm talking about. So let's see. Or health conscious. You don't have to be a health nut. No, you don't. You have to watch the oils that they put in these products that you grab off the, for sure you do, right? They're usually not olive oil, which is really good for you. It's usually not that, right? Let's see what you have. See? In Capricorn, your hopes and fears are the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like, here she is, Miss Self-Sufficient with her dishwasher, right? Like she doesn't need anybody to help her. Excuse me. And this Five of Swords talks about freedom. Yeah. Maybe somebody wants to be free to eat meat. I mean, it's possible, but, unlikely, but definitely possible. Ten of Pentacles and the Judgment card. It's unlikely, yeah. But here, the Ten of Pentacles is family and wealth in this reading. And here's the housewife holding up this big house that she lives with her husband, right? She's married, right? Here's the Judgment card. Maybe your person lives there with somebody they're married to. It doesn't, they don't have to be married, Capricorn, but they definitely look like they're stepping, they could be, because they want their freedom. And they're stepping away, Capricorn. So you better have chicken. You better know how to make chicken well, Capricorn. Yeah. Don't have any dry chicken, Capricorn. Yeah, or, the tendon showing through on the legs. Don't do that, right? I don't like that, okay? And we have Judgment. This is harsh criticism, typically. Maybe your person's in some type of a union where they are criticized all the time, right? Yeah, this is Judgment. This is more about criticism, harsh criticism, than it is about rebirth and things like that. She's trying to have a rebirth here because, well, she thinks she's heavy here. So she's on the scale. And meanwhile, she has beautiful legs. Yeah, let's see what else we have. I feel like this is challenging you here. This person wasn't seeing things the right way, because this silly lady here has become a ribeye steak on the scale with her pumps, because that means that she's not eating any bread or any carbs, but she can't even really see the truth here, that she's already beautiful, right? There's nothing overweight about her. Nine of Cups. So this is your wish. Here's the couple opening the presents together on Christmas Eve. They're each other's wish, right? And they're, you can tell they're married here because we're in a marriage type union, because they're wearing their bathrobe on Christmas morning. And so here, Capricorn, somebody here is, your person here was using poor judgment in their life. I feel like that's all this reading was, or is. Not all. They're coming to be with you. They love you. It's a major awakening here. But they realized here that their poor judgment from the Simple Ripples card, which talks about conditioning, past conditioning, family conditioning, society conditioning. Coming into play, the Four of Pentacles. Here you are, Capricorn, hoping to hold on to this person. And this is happening for you. This is coming into play. This is probably what you're focusing on. Now, in this reading, sometimes this particular, read format that I'm doing, sometimes this is what you need to focus on. Like they're coming to hold on to you, Capricorn. And she's holding on for dear life to her credenza. She said, I've been hiding all kinds of stuff in there from my husband. No, I'm just kidding. But, her fine china's in here. Four of Pentacles is always holding on. This is coming into play as well. The Seven of Pentacles sits in the past, or is being put in the past. The Seven of Pentacles is an investment, and here's this lady outside in her garden, right? This housewife, whatever. And let's see, the Seven of Pentacles, she has her hose, so she's, tending to her garden here. I feel like this person already decided here they're going to tend to your garden, Capricorn. So make sure it's, flowery and, it's in good standing or in good shape, good health, your garden. All right, Capricorn? You guys know what your garden is, right? Let's see what we have here, Capricorn. We have patience, investments, and growth. Maybe you've been super patient here, because she's waiting. She was waiting, and these are all blooming, right? These Seven Pentacles. You planted the seeds of success, and your investments are firmly rooted in the soil of sensibility. Yeah, now, this person woke up and grew. Something happened here with this accident card, right? Anything could have happened. Somebody could have got really sick in their life or something. But wherever they were blocking their own progress, right? Nobody puts a spoke in their wheel to go forward, right? No, they don't. And so that's his little unicycle. So, but now this person, Capricorn, here is dealing with a soil of sensibility. The only thing left to do is to wait. The Seven of Pentacles contends that money does grow on trees. Yeah, you're supposed to say that stuff. You are. And that's a time for another kind of uplifting discussion. It just may take a while before you see the fruits of your labor. It's out of your control now, so sit back and watch your enterprise ripen and bloom. So this is what you have put in the past. You're just waiting. But this is going to ripen is the whole point here, right? Yeah. I feel like this judgment, this harsh criticism or poor judgment, she's showing this is her own harsh criticism of herself. Your person was like kind of beating themselves up here because they grew up with this conditioning, like religious beliefs. And they don't have to be like particularly organized religion. They could, right? But religious beliefs is just kind of like, if we're not talking about the church, then, or the temple or whatever, then, we could be talking about what they have learned as a child, in their family, and it could have been in other places, societal places, and we won't talk about that, not here today. The King of Swords is in what you want or what you're expecting. Maybe this is an air sign, but this is somebody who's stubborn usually. This could be this is what's helping you though, Capricorn, with this person. They're being stubborn, like to somebody else. Like, no, I'm not going to budge. I'm not changing my mind. This is what's helping you. Yeah, this stubborn energy. And this King of Swords card talks about somebody who who closes a window, like a window of opportunity, right? Because here he is at the barbecue pit, and he's in charge, right? His wife comes out, his friends come over, the neighbors, and they come to eat. And they go, well, can I have another hot dog? And he's like, or can I have another kebab? He has all these kebabs. Don't eat hot dogs, you guys are like, yeah, they make your blood pressure go up right after you eat it. I swear to heaven. Once in a while, right? But this King of Swords, this talks about him going, what? The barbecue pit was open between, it's closed. It's 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock or whatever. But your window of opportunity has closed. This person is doing that to this other situation or this other person. And that's helping you. They're saying, oh no, we had our chance. We didn't make it together. I don't want to be here anymore. And I'm moving on for my own personal growth. And also, Capricorn, I would say insanity. Yeah. And the Hangman is coming. This is a sacrifice or an epiphany. It's one or the other. Or it's both. Let's get a card on her. And she's hanging her husband out to dry. He did something to bother her. I don't know if he lied or he stayed at the bar after work or he tried to hide his paycheck. Whatever he did here. And she has him hung up and he's saying, please let me up. And she's laughing. Yeah, she's like, well, that's what you get. And the Nine of Wands. And this is, in this deck here, this is a completion and a job well done. Yeah, let's look at that card here. This person here is going to sacrifice somebody here with this Nine of Wands, which talks about praise, I believe. Let's look at the Nine of Wands and know it is nothing like the Wounded Warrior. No, we have a beautiful woman here and climbing up the ladder, and she's already finished her job. Obstacles overcome, imminent success. What did I say? Praise and a job well done. Obstacles overcome. That can be a job well done, especially in this reading, right? Where this person had to overcome. And here is a sacrifice being made and obstacles are being overcome. You're almost there. You've mopped the floor with the competition and now your goal is within sight. Capricorn, you could have mopped the floor with the competition. You could have, and because you're the one who's being chosen. You're the one on Christmas morning, or whatever else holiday, this is showing Christmas, of course, right? Because but here, because these people celebrate Christmas, right? The people who wrote the deck, right? Yeah, definitely no digs on anybody else. Yeah. But this Nine of Cups here, he's like, you're their wish here, and this is what they want. They want to open presents with you on Christmas. Yeah. And they want to have barbecues with you, Capricorn. And don't be stubborn about the barbecue pit, okay? Yeah. If they walk up to you and say, "Hi, honey, can I have that ribeye now?" Don't go, "I closed the barbecue," right? They could be dealing with somebody like that. Oh my God, it's hilarious. I feel like they are for some of you guys, right? The Nine of Wands confirms your imminent success. Imminent success, imminent means it's coming right away, right? It's imminent. The dirty water in the bucket suggests you've overcome many obstacles and you have only to continue on your current course to complete the project at hand. This is what they are telling themselves, this person, that there's going to be imminent success. And this reading is telling you that there's imminent success, right? If I put that in the title, some people might not know. Not you guys, but other people. And what's imminent mean? I'm bad. Let's see what we have, you guys. Yeah, I know you guys are smart. Yes, I do. We have epiphany. You guys tell me stuff. Epiphany, hardship, and a turning point. Yeah, this is a turning point for this person. Hardship, sacrifice. This is a turning point, and imminent success is promised, Capricorn. So be dressed, all right? She's dressed beautiful. Here we have the King of Wands, and this is your advice. This is how you're being affected by this person. Let's have a look at the King of Wands. Here he is with his, for me, he's a cutie guy. Yeah, he is. And here he is with his kind of suit. Not suit, but he came home from work, right? King of Wands, charisma, inventiveness, and encouragement. This is in your advice. If this is your advice, this could be you encourage this person, but I feel like what it's telling you that they are very encouraged and they're resisting something over here. Like, oh no, time. We already had our time. We didn't make it, right? That's exactly what that card is about. That King of Swords, and so and inventiveness. Yeah, they're inventing a whole new life for themselves, Capricorn. That's what they're doing, and this is how you're being affected by this person. The Two of Pentacles is here, and this is going to be in your environment, right? Where this housewife goes back and forth, and the kid, her little son here in his pajamas, he's 3 or 4 or something, and and here is the dog, and she's kind of juggling these dishes because she has work to do, right? She's wearing her apron. Oh, she's cute though. It's interesting how her shirt looks like a sailor shirt, and then her apron has the anchor on it. Yeah, interesting here. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles. This is in your environment, right? This could be you probably going back and forth. Well, when are they coming? Could be. This could be how you affect this other person, and they are trying to juggle, I believe, 2 things at one time. I feel like that's what they're doing here. You and somebody else that they're willing to run away even naked, Capricorn. That's what the Simple Ripples card. He said, I don't give a shit if I don't have any clothes on. I'm leaving, right? I got to go, right? And so the Two of Pentacles is balance, responsibilities, and pressure. Yeah, your person feels pressured. They do by this kind of what they're juggling. They do. This is how you affect this person. But I feel like the balance is what they're trying to achieve with you. Yeah, for sure. In your hopes and fears, the Nine of Pentacles, you're hoping this person will have their freedom, Capricorn, because she's the dishwasher. She is a housewife, and she has her new dishwasher. They came out I think they came out in the 50s, right? But she has one of the first few. And so this talks about self-sufficiency and having your freedom. And this is what you are hoping for, right? She has freedom. She doesn't have to wash dishes every night. Right? And so in the outcome is the Empress. And this is somebody who is very nurturing. Recipes for success. This is so cute, Capricorn, because you guys have a recipe for success. You and this person. Yeah, there's no other way to see this reading. It's darling. Yeah, it is. And they're coming, Capricorn, and they're letting somebody, they're shutting somebody down over here. Like, no, sorry, I gave you this King of Swords. It really talks about I gave you so many chances. I was here at the barbecue pit all day, and you come up to me at like, it's not 1 or 3 o'clock. It's like, near the end of the barbecue, and can I have something to eat? Well, sorry, it's all gone. They're not showing it gone, but that is the meaning here. And so, Capricorn, we're going to go to your person's extended reading, and I would really like to see it. And we start here with their cards. Yeah, we do. It's practical intuition. Shadow treasures is supporting them. You are their shadow treasures. You are treasure, Cap. Yeah, you are. And so this supports them, and this challenges them because they're changing their whole life here, Capricorn. And the anxiety is probably their anxiety. Maybe it's yours. Maybe it's both, right? And here they have this practical intuition. We see the old woman, and she's here like doing some type of ritual, right? She is. And let's go find that card here. And let's see here. Briefly, I don't have this little book, you guys. I'm sorry. So, oh, here it is. Okay, Vinca grows. Excuse me, you guys. Vinca is some type of herb, right? Vinca grows close to the ground, a humble and grounded plant. It promotes the practical use of spiritual abilities and helps open the third eye. Yeah, this is the Earth Wisdom Oracle, right? And developing spiritual abilities is not the end of the journey. Just as the spring equinox heralds new life and new beginnings, which is coming in about 5 weeks, right? Here in Northern America and the Northern Hemisphere, knowledge is the start of a deeper path. Through application of spiritual skills to creating blessing in this world, we connect more deeply with spirit and gain wisdom. This is what they're doing, Capricorn, and that's what I meant about like an awakening. This person has grown, and and they realize all the conditioning that they have learned in their life has really kind of, I feel like, robbed them of a lot of joy. Excuse me, you guys, I'm just getting water here, right? Robbed them of joy, and to have like a real life where you can enjoy your life and where you make your own decisions. This person here was, where's this card? Fanaticism. I feel like this is what they were dealing with, right? This card. And I feel like what it talks about is somebody who, like, they were married or in this relationship with somebody who kind of weird, or somebody who like says, oh no, we can't give the kids any candy. This is just an example, right? Because I know somebody like this. It's even Halloween. No, you can't have any candy. We'll make baked apples at home. And the kids are like, what? I want to partake in this. Everybody else is doing this. Quit being a weirdo. No digs on anybody who does that stuff, but it's like, and if it's not that, it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but kids and people, they like to enjoy these things, right? Yeah, I mean, I didn't let my kids, eat the whole bag of candy, although my son was, I'm sure, trying to do that and steal his little sister's candy too, right? But that's what this person here, Capricorn, practical intuition, they have completely awakened here, and they know here, and maybe it's not Halloween. Now, if you guys do that, that's fine, right? You don't let your kids on that one thing. But there's so much conditioning and restrictions. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to offend anybody who doesn't like Halloween, right? Yeah, I'm not at all. But this person has been restricted like to every joy. That's how it looks. There we go. That's a better way to say it, right? And so the shadow treasures, Capricorn, this supports your person, right? Let's look at the shadow treasures. And she's discovering these beautiful, like this gold or something here underneath it, below. It's underneath these roots, right? These tree roots. And she's like, wow, right? So let's look at this here. The only problem is I have to kind of look for this here. Let's look for it a little bit. Yeah, because they didn't have the numbers here. I didn't notice that when I printed it. I'm like, what? Where are the numbers? Let's see what it says here. And so this shadow treasures, this we all have parts of ourselves that we keep hidden away from the world, not knowing that these shadow aspects contain treasures. Shine the light of love in the dark corners of your soul and look with compassion on these neglected qualities. You will find something necessary to live your soul's purpose. I face my shadow with excitement, knowing there are treasures to be found. I sift carefully through to wreck of my psyche and gently release neglected parts. Yeah, see what I mean about neglected and restrictions, all right? Don't get mad at me, you guys, if you guys don't let your kids eat candy, all right? Yeah, on Halloween, all right? Don't get mad. The person who doesn't, that I know that does that kind of stuff, though, like robs their kids from everything. Yeah, and it's, and I feel like it has hurt the kids, yeah, because I know them as adults now, right? Here's a creativity card, Capricorn, and this is why it's all happening. This person wants to create a new, beautiful union with you. It's interesting here how they know that they have neglected joy in their life with this Shadow Treasures card. It supports them and it challenges them. It supports them so they can get out of where they are. And you are the Shadow Treasure as well, right? But it also challenges them because they have to leave somebody behind here or they change their whole life, something like that. So we're going to end this reading, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me here. God bless you guys. And, for the extended, what a long reading this is. For the extended, the link is below in the description box. They're all super affordable. Thank you so much for joining me here. God bless. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.